Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Saturday, August 26th, and how do we know it's Saturday? I'm at the desk, as usual. On our show today, we have some fun ones. Bobby Higgins is actually going to be doing most of our interviews. I'm just here for the brunch. Korean Bio Senior Club with Pearl and Young Lee are going to be here. Also, we're going to go meet the folks from Wellness in the Woods with Leslie Coretti, and she's going to be talking about all the wellness things. They had some events coming up. That should be a fun one. We want to help you stay informed, and we have a great one for you today. It's going to be getting you rid of some of that junk mail. Okay, don't miss out on the opportunity. If you're looking for ways to reduce clutter, save paper, and cut cost, here's a great opportunity for you. On mutual mailings, you can email your delivery preferences to information@vmsinc.org by Friday, September 9th. Choose to go paperless. You'll save about $7.50 for every household that chooses to go paperless. If 12,000 households did that, $90,000 in savings for the folks at Mutual. So that would be great for all of us here. Okay, let's take a look outside. Weather-wise, it's going to be a warm one today, and it's really going to warm up as we head into the week. So go out there today and enjoy the warm weather because it's going to get hot starting Monday, Tuesday. It's really going to warm up, so watch out for that. Sunrise and sunset. Let's take a look at a really wonderful picture we have here from Mark Rabinowitz, and it is a beautiful close-up of a flower there. 6:20 a.m. was our sunrise, sunset 7:24 p.m. And if you want to send us some pictures, you could do so. It's pretty easy. Just email us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Pictures from anywhere. We've had pictures from France. We've had pictures from all over. Anywhere you want to send it to us, just go ahead and send it to us. It'll be great. We'll love it. Make sure you have your name on there. Make sure you tell us where you took the photo. And make sure you take it horizontally, not this way, so we can make it fit on the screen. That would be great. We'd appreciate that. Okay, when we come back, we're going to be talking to the folks from Korean Bio Senior Club. Stay with us.
Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now is Pearl Lee and Young Lee. They're with the Korean Bio Senior Club. Welcome and thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, and I understand you've been on This Day before, so
yes.
You're an old pro.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, Pearl, tell me first off, how long has this club been a club for?
Since 2018.
Okay.
That's right after we moved to this village.
Oh, wonderful. And how many members do you have now?
Well, we started out with handful members. Now, as of today, we have 80 members on our roster, and our regular attendees varies from 60 to 65 every week, 3 times a month.
Oh, wow. That is great. That's wonderful. I love to hear that. And Young, tell me about your background.
I'm a retired psychologist from states of California and Arizona.
Wow. That's great.
But
That's
I'm an old man now.
I know. I thought it was so cute how you said he's young, but he's my old husband.
Yeah, I always introduce my husband, my old man Young.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. So, Young, tell me, what is the goal of this club?
I want our senior in our residence become happy, healthy, and live long.
Yes, absolutely.
That's our goal of our club.
And by doing that, you also want to delay senior illness, some of the senior illnesses, such as Alzheimer's.
Yes, we like to doing that by delaying to have the senior illness such as cancer, heart disease, and Alzheimer.
Yes.
We cannot stop it, but we can delay it, and we can prepare for it. Yes.
Yeah, very smart. And so, tell me about this program.
We have a basic philosophy. Having a healthy lifestyle will help us delay according this senior disease. And there are 4 principles we believe: having a exercise regularly, and we all understand that part. Then we need a good nutrition, and we all know about that. But there are exercise, we need a mental exercise too. This is very important, mental exercise. And number 4 is managing their stress. Stress to me is the evil of all illness.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Stress is not
so
good.
we have to learn how to adapt this lifestyle.
Especially if it's not something you just did all the time throughout your life. And it becomes so important as you get older to really continue to do these things.
Yes.
So each time we meet, we sing first 20 minutes together. And then we have mental exercise or stretching. And we have a guest lecturer. And most of the times, guest lecturers are from within our group because we want to know about each other. And that way we can create our bond, close bonds. And we listen to the lectures, have a discussion, small groups, and then we have socialization with snacks and, because we want to know how whether they have been okay for the past 7 days and share any incidents. Every week we have people that had fallen or they had gotten sick, and we pay attention to this, and we create the atmosphere that we do care for them.
Yes.
So no one is being isolated.
Yeah.
And that is one of our big goals, because among seniors, isolation is a big issue, and isolation and depression. So having this belongingness and the support, it will help us to feel that somebody's out there looking out for me.
Yeah. Somebody cares. Somebody
That's
cares that
right.
I showed up today.
That's
Somebody
right.
cares that I had a hard week.
Yes. And
or
we
maybe
want
that
to
I had a good week.
And we want to listen to their life stories as well.
Yeah.
Yes. And a lot of our members are retired physicians,
Okay.
writers, and with a very high education and a very rich background. So we enjoy sharing those stories among
Yeah.
us.
Oh, I'm sure. I bet it's really enjoyable. And so you have weekly meetings on Fridays.
Yes, at Clubhouse 3.
Clubhouse 3. And is that, you said it's 3 Fridays out of the month?
Yes, we used to meet 4 times a month, and it got a bit too much. So we meet the first 3 Fridays.
And what time on Fridays?
From 2 to 4.
Okay.
And our room is available from 2 to 5.
Okay.
And then we learn instruments.
I like to really provide the opportunity they can express. We need dying to talk, but there are very few people willing to listen. So I like to make a place they can express and they can share. And I think these are very, very important to
Absolutely.
make them happy, healthy, to live a long life.
Absolutely. I mean, here are people that have probably come from lifestyles and careers that you were extremely important.
Yes.
Even as a caretaker, you were
Yes.
extremely important for your children's food and getting them where they need to be and dressed, and they depended on you. If you had a high-profile career, many people were coming to you for your advice, your wisdom, these things, and then you retire. The kids
Yes.
grow up, and all of a sudden it's like
Left behind.
it's like who's coming and showing me value?
Yes.
And actually there is still a huge amount of value there. So I love the social
The
aspect
concept,
of this as well.
Yeah, and also in our group, we don't call Dr. So-and-so or Pastor so-and-so. Everybody is a master's. Because we feel they're all teachers, we can learn from each other.
Yes.
The only one drawback, we cannot stop talking about the good side of our club. But up to this point, everything was conducted in Korean language. So for those who are watching this program and really wanted to join, I would say, we need to learn Korean first. But everybody that comes to our meeting, they leave the room feeling good and feeling that I have said something today and somebody listened to me. And that's what we try to emphasize.
Oh, good. Yeah, I
Also,
love that.
our emphasis is to everybody I want them involved. Yeah, everybody have an opportunity. We are all equals.
And that's okay if you don't want to be the leader who comes up and speaks in front of the group or whatever. There's definitely other ways
Sure.
to still be involved in the club.
Yeah, sure. And then my husband always emphasized, we have this phrase, because of you, I'm happy today.
Oh.
And that's our way to express ourselves, to appreciate each other. And it creates a lot of positive, warm feelings among us. And I think that's one of the advantage of coming to our group.
That's our catchphrase.
I like that. I love that. I'm going to adopt that.
Because of your
Very
presence, I'm so happy today. I
Wonderful.
encourage them to go home or get up in the morning. They say each other in the
To the spouse and their
in the
neighbors.
morning. Yeah. And if they don't have any spouse or partner, you say to your neighbor, I'm so happy today because you're my neighbor.
You could even say it to your pet as well.
That's
right?
of course.
Pets are a great
You know,
companion too.
we had a funny story. Whenever we have illness among our neighbors, among our members, my husband usually go visit them in person and spend time. So one of my members' husband, who's had a stroke for the last 30 years, so he went to that home and asked the wife, well, can you tell your husband that because of you, I'm happy today? So she thought for a while and she said, because of you, I'm going to have a tough day today. So we all laughed, but it's all good.
Yes. I'm sure it was it said in a very
Of
joking, fun
course,
manner.
yes.
No, actually, when the husband, he said, very serious, you know. I mean, when I asked him to say to you, he was very serious.
That was fun.
Well, the thing that makes it funny is there is a grain of truth in it,
Of
right?
course. Yeah, we have to laugh about it.
Yes, you have to laugh. Laughter makes the medicine
That's
better, right?
right, that's
And before we run out of time, I know you wanted to talk about Andrew Kim.
Yes.
So tell me about him.
Yes, I met Andrew Kim last year. He comes and visits the village every year because his mother, Ellen Kim, is also a member of our club. And when he had told me about what he's doing in his profession, we were so excited and intrigued by all the work that he had done. So we gathered up a small gathering last year and had a presentation. Everybody was so excited, and at that time, I felt very strongly that I would like to leave it open to the village. For those who are interested in watching this program, that would really enjoy it. It's very unique, very interesting, and very exciting as well. So I had contacted Andrew when he went back to England, see whether he can come back and make this presentation, and he graciously accepted. So he's coming from England on the day before the presentation, and he will spend one day in Orange County, and he decided to put this time, allow us to make this presentation to the village. So I really hope many people show up and enjoy his presentation. And based on the Globe magazine on August 10th, it says, we have an article about him, and also we have a flyer about this program. It's being held in September 1st at Clubhouse 3 from 1 o'clock. Andrew Kim is a puppeteer. He has been doing this as his profession for the last 30 years. His works are being exhibited over 18 countries in Europe, and in many television programs and also major Disney films. And you can follow up about his information in Facebook or Google's. He is a Korean-born artist who was born in Korea, South Korea, was educated and raised in the USA. And he went to his school in Minneapolis before he went to England. And he's been very, very active. And you must come and see his work.
Yeah, these photos are absolutely stunning.
Yes,
amazing.
and to show our appreciation, we also provided the snack box with the Korean goodies.
Oh, nice.
And so for those who already bought the ticket, I really thank you. And for those who are thinking about it, please come and join us. You will not be disappointed.
So this is September 1st in Clubhouse 3 at 1 p.m.
Yes.
And how do you buy a ticket?
At the ticket office.
So you can buy it
Yes,
there at the day of.
Yes, it's $10. It's at the ticket office. Right now, it's a free open seating.
Okay.
Yes, so we're really looking forward to seeing you there, and we're very proud to host this program.
Wonderful.
You know, I was very impressed when I saw him. He's a conservationist. All these materials, not the new one,
So
recycled.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, that's
He's-
Then
wonderful.
also I'm impressed. He not only he is very creative, you know, his work has to be architecture or engineer,
Mechanical.
an artist, painter,
All together.
all these
So
things
many
you could
different
combine.
things, yeah.
And also, I was very impressed. He was very community-minded. When something go wrong and the people were depressed, whole town was depressed, then he go out the street and he put his show in parade form,
Wow.
large scale,
And spread
really
the joy.
lift up the town.
Love that.
And I was
Yes.
really impressed.
Well, this sounds like an amazing event.
Yeah.
Can't
Yes.
wait. Thank you
Yes.
so much for being here today and sharing your passion and your love, and I wish you all the best. So
Thank you so much.
don't change that dial, because we'll be back with more of This Day right after this. Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now is Leslie Coretti. If you're thinking, wait, I know that name. She looks familiar. Well, she is familiar because she's very busy around the community. Maybe you've seen her there. But you've probably definitely seen her on her show, Wellness in the Woods. So, Leslie, thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
And so I know yesterday you were doing the India Club fashion show, helping
Yes.
out with your friends there. Did you guys make it in time, get it all set up in time?
Everything went just as it should.
Good, good. Yeah.
Yes.
Was it a good turnout?
Oh, yeah, it was a great turnout.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a great turnout. We had, 150 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it was really great. Yeah.
Well, so tell me about your Wellness in the Woods show. How did that show come about?
Actually, Wellness in the Woods was run by another person here in the village, Katerina Freeman, and she took ill, and so I took over being president of the club about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And so then I had all the responsibilities that she had.
Yes.
Yes, so that's kind of what happened.
Well, I think it's crazy to me that I was asking you today if you had a background in TV, and
No.
you said no. And I'm like, you're just adorable on the show. You're made
Thank
for
you.
TV. So I'm so glad that you found the calling. And so, well, I was going to ask you about, because I was watching one of your recent shows, and you had Dr. Bill Sears on
Yes,
the
yes,
show.
yes.
And I wish I had known that day that he was here, because I would have come in and said hello. His office was my pediatrician's office
Oh,
for
okay.
many years when I first started having children, and we lived in San Juan Capistrano because his office is in San Clemente, and
yes.
his son, Dr. Jim, was my primary pediatrician, but we also went to Dr. Bob and Dr. Bill, and I have to say, when I was first pregnant with my firstborn, I read his book that him and his wife had written, and it was the birth book, and it completely changed my whole trajectory of how I parent and how I birthed. I ended up actually having 3 children that were born naturally at home. So, and it was literally all, even with my first was in the hospital, and I had a doula, and even the doctor said, had it not been for your doula, you would have had a cesarean. And so is all due to reading his books. And
Well, that is great.
Yeah.
So we have something in common. I had my children all by myself as well.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all three of them.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, in seconds.
Really?
No pain.
Well, now I wish I could say that. Actually, my daughter came accidentally because I was in the jacuzzi to help with the pain, and didn't know she was coming so quickly. So
Yes.
actually, it was my doula's first catch. She was not supposed to catch. You're supposed to have a midwife for that.
Yes.
And my daughter was supposed to be in the hospital and wasn't. So after that, I did get a midwife.
Very cool, very cool.
But anyway, do you have any ideas for upcoming features you're going to be doing on Wellness in the Woods?
Well, actually, for our upcoming event, we're doing a health and wellness expo. And it's an annual event. This is actually our 10th annual event. And we'll have 25 or more different vendors coming. Jonah Roberts, she is a care agency, but she's also a cordon bleu chef.
Oh.
And so she'll be making a great buffet of salmon luncheon and probably chicken and, you know, all different kinds of things. She'll make a huge spread, and it'll be only $10 for lunch.
How
and
nice.
We'll have 5 or 6 speakers during the day, and we'll have lots of prizes and things at the end. So it'll be a wonderful day as usual.
Oh, that's great. And this will be Saturday, September 16th. And do you have any idea of some of the things that the guest speakers will be talking about?
Well, Dr. Sears actually is going to be speaking.
Oh, okay.
And he, right now, I think he's really concerned about movement and being in movement and your immune system and how you can make it work for you as your medicine cabinet,
Yeah.
as your pharmaceutical go-to. So he's going to be talking about that and some different types of diets and things.
I mean, and this is coming off of also his career as a pediatrician. I mean, years ago, he highly recommended breastfeeding and how breast milk is like gold, liquid gold.
Liquid gold, yes.
And I can remember when my kids had an eye infection or whatever, we'd put the breast milk in their eye, and it was like, yes, your body makes the things to heal itself.
Yeah.
And so it's no surprise to me that now, he has expanded and it's going over all the course of your life, and it makes sense what he has to say.
Yes, well, it's very, like you said, it's just like logical, the things that he says. And one of the things I remember is he said that all of the really good sayings that he got from his patients.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so he listens to his patients, which is a great thing.
Yes.
Yeah, which is a great thing.
Yeah, definitely a great guy, and I'm sure he's just one of many great guest speakers that you're going to have on September 16th. Sounds like a great event. And so where do you go, or how do you pay the $10 for the lunch there at that day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So you don't
yes.
need to RSVP or
No,
anything like
no,
that?
admission is free.
Okay.
So you can bring your own box lunch if you want, but it's actually from 10 to 2, so it's kind of a long day. And then we will have a bingo game where people go around and they listen to at least 3 speakers, and you can choose the speakers that you want, and that gets you in the raffle.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting. Sounds fun.
It's lots of fun.
And then you're also involved with the Active Wellness Club, and you guys are putting on a special event that's going to be featuring Nordic pole walking.
Yes.
Tell me about this.
Yes, Dr. Jared will be bringing, I don't know how many poles, but a lot of them, so everyone will actually be able to not just see a demonstration of how it works, but actually try them out themselves. So we'll be learning how to walk intentionally. So it's not about speed walking or fast walking or getting your cardio up. It's more about intentional walking and working the whole body all at once.
And this is why it's so beneficial, because it's really intentional in the full body. And when you are doing working more than one muscle group with an exercise, you really are giving your body so much more benefit.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of time that you need to spend, whether it be 5 minutes or 10 minutes, will give you the same benefit as maybe swimming for 30 minutes.
Wow. Wow.
You know, because a lot of people like, oh, my knees, this, that, whatever. You know, I prefer to swim. Well, I think that's great too. I mean, whatever you can do is great. But a lot of people, you know, are not swimmers. So this gives a great benefit without, you know, walking an hour or two or walking fast. You know, so I think it's really great. And I tried to walk a little fast and it doesn't work.
Right, right.
You know, you get all tangled up.
Well, I had on the 4th of July, actually, I hopped out of bed because my kids decided at midnight the night before they were going to decorate their bikes and go be in the local community parade.
Yeah.
And they had to be there real early. So I, like, when I opened my eyes, went, oh my gosh, it starts in 5 minutes. And I, like, threw on clothes, jumped in the car, drove as close as I could, and then took off running to get to the parade so I could see them before they passed by. Turns out, from being so stiff and not having warmed up, not having walked before doing a full-out run as I was carrying my dog because she wouldn't run with me, I ended up both my Achilles had, like, they still are sore, and it's been well over a month.
Oh
so,
my God.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to do something about that.
Yeah, I need some more stretching or something.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Well, this sounds like a great event. Again, that is August 30th, Clubhouse 1 at 11 a.m. Come check out what this Nordic pole walking is all about, the benefits of it, how it's a whole body exercise.
Yes, it's actually resistance, strengthening, and balance.
All very great things.
You know, so there, it's all three, and it's, you know, our regular meetings are only $5 at the door, no RSVP necessary. Just show up and come and play.
Okay. So this meeting, it'll be $5 then
Yes.
at the door. Okay. All right, perfect.
We do have to pay for the room.
Yes. Okay, that's
and
how
our,
it works.
And our snacks.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. This sounds like a great educational event and a must-do for sure.
Yes, thank you.
So nice to meet you. Thank
Yes.
you for being here.
Thank you.
All right, well, stay with us. We will have more of This Day right after this.
Welcome back. Let's take a look outside and check on that weather before we head out for the rest of the weekend. I'll be back on Monday, of course, but for right now, let's take a look at Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Warm today, but this day is going to be the coolest of all the warm days. We're really going to have a heat up during the week, so if you're going out, today's the day to go out and have some fun. Monday, on this day, we're going to have folks from the Shalom Club come in, talk about some events they have coming up, and we'll visit with one of the doctors from Mission Hospital. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I hope you enjoyed the program. You can see us at 9 a.m., 12:30, and 5 p.m. right here on Village Television. For all of us here at the station, we hope you make this day a great one.